Hello friends, I am Murtidheeraj and today we are going to deal with the topic CAG, that is Controller and Auditor General, which is discussed in Indian polity. So let us make further our discussion on CAG. So CAG is a constitutional post. It means it is written in our constitution from article 148 to 151. The various provisions are defined in these four articles regarding CAG. So if we know more about the CAG, so the question arises whether the CAG is a new concept or it is found somewhere in our history. So in present scenario, it is a well established and part of our governing system, but the trace of the CAG and something similar post are also found in our Indian history as well. In the Arthashastra written by Kautilya, that is Chanakya, he have defined the post which were accountable to all the expenditure going on in the kingdom, and a treasurer was appointed who was heading the expenditure and where the money are spent, and the accountability was ensured by that post. And it was also helpful for the king to not to ask the things from various departments, whether if he want to know anything, the expenditure and other spending purposes, so he can ask the treasurer, and the treasurer have all the details where the money was spent, in what amount and in what schemes done by the king of that time. We are talking about the Mauryan Empire as well, and it was also prevailed later, and also it was also before the Mauryan Empire it was persist. So now in today's scenario, the CAG is important body. Whether the question a debate is going on, is there the CAG have any relevance in present day? So it's a part of debate, we are not going over there. Here we will discuss the important points like the appointment and functions, removal, etc. things. So article 148 of the constitution deals with the appointment, oath and conditions of services. Article 149 describes the duties and powers of the Controller and Auditor General of India. In Article 150, the union and states shall be kept in such a form or as the President prescribe or the advice of CAG. This was discussed in Article 150, and in Article 151 the reports which are submitted by the CAG to President shall be present before the Parliament in both houses, and it is done by President itself. Now the appointment process we are going to discuss. So CAG is appointed by the President with his hand and seal, and the maximum age up to which the CAG can be held the position, that is 65 years, and his term maximally can be of 6 years. It means that whether he is attaining the age of 65 years, then he will retire, or if he have completed his 6-year tenure, then also before 65 years he will be retired. So this is all about CAG's appointment. And one thing is different from other provisions, like although CAG is appointed by President, but it is not removed by the President. The removal process of CAG is similar to the removal of judges. That is, the Parliament can pass a resolution, and it should be done by a special majority, that is 3/2 of the present and voting in both the houses. Now we will discuss the oath of the CAG. So the CAG is appointed by the President, and the oath is also done by the President. Sometimes it is done by other person whom the President appoints. In the oath, the CAG takes the oath of secrecy, faith and allegiance of the Constitution, sovereignty and integrity of the India, and they take oath to do their work with full ill will and without any fear, and perform their duties with full integrity, and also they take oath to uphold the Constitution and the laws. So this is the oath of the CAG. And the removal process we have also already discussed. Now the work of CAG. What actually the functions of CAG in India? So CAG keeps account of expenditure of Government of India, Union Territories and the state government. Sometimes CAG also audit the government companies or the companies in which the major share is held by the government. That is, if 51% of the share if government hold in any company, so the CAG is liable and can audit the companies. along with this, they are also audit the state government, and the audit reports of the CAG are submitted to the president at the central level, governor at the state level, and to the lieutenant general uh, to the lieutenant in union territories. And these reports were further go to the parliament. It means they are presented on the uh, in the parliament at the union level and in the legislatures in the state levels. So now next question is whether the CAG is doing their work in right direction, or they are a rubber stamp. They have good functions, but their application of the report is in question. So in this regard, the one thing we have to remember, Dr. Ambedkar has said that the most important officer under the Constitution of India, as he is the guardian of the public purse. So this was said by Dr. Ambedkar. Here one point is also rememberable, that is CAG's salary is decided by the parliament, and they shall not be varied to his disadvantage after his appointment. And the reports are entirely, the entire expense of the CAG is and his officer are decided by the derived from the Consolidated Fund of India, and is not the subject of vote in parliament. CAG has also functions like audit the Consolidated Fund of India and the state also. They ensure that no money is disbursed without the legislative procedures, and there is also a provision of audit boards in which the senior officials of various government companies are the members who audit various other government companies, and they submit their reports to the CAG. Here we are discussing about the PSUs like ONGC and BHEL. These are the companies where audit boards are auditing how the functions are going on in the company, whether there is any corruption or the things are going smoothly. So CAG is an important office in India, and yes, we can say that it is important for the accountability purpose, and at the same time the questions arises whether the relevance of CAG is in India or it is a rubber stamp, as these things we have discussed in previous or the starting of the video. The next thing is comparison with the Britain. In Britain, the CAG have more power than in India. Like in Britain, the money cannot be spent without the permission of the CAG. Means the exchequer's money is disbursed only the uh, permission of CAG. And in India, the CAG has no such strong power. It means that they cannot exercise any important powers on their own terms. These all the reports which they are submitting to the president and then is going to the parliament is all decided by the political behavior, and it is more depend on the politics going on in the country and the government itself. Here administrative process is in question. And the next thing is in union government what CAG does, and in state government what they do. So in union government, they audit the civil matter, autonomous bodies, and commercial purpose, scientific departments, defense services, railways, direct taxes, indirect taxes, and other things. In state government, they audit civil, revenue department, commercial, and local bodies. Here it is also said that whether the CAG should be the single member body, or it is the time that we should include some more members in CAG, because it is also compared with other institutions like election commission, where election commission is a multi-member body. So a constitutional scholar, Subhash Kashyap, has opined that whether it is a single member body or multi-member body, it is more depend on the personality of the person who holds this position. It has not very much to do with a single body or multi-member body. If the person have the capability, so the things he can do alone as he can do the things with multi-member body. So this all the things are our today's discussion part, and we will meet in some next video with new topics. Thanks to you.